Hey there, today let's talk about not magic. I want to show you a couple of things that I've been working on. And so I'm sure that most of us remember doing these square knot bracelets and keychains and stuff when we were kids. And here's a couple little tassels that I made. And like they are truly nothing special, not hard, little things to keep my hands busy. And I decided that it was a good thing to talk about. To me, they're normal everyday practices, but for some, it's a different way of thinking about magic. Here's one I made yesterday that is, well, fit around your hand. Attach your keys to that, and guess what? You're not losing them. I don't know about you, but I do that all the time. So if you're new here, my name is Jody McDowell. I'm a psychic, energy worker, and a witch, in no particular order. For those of you who came live with me yesterday, on Monday. Wow, my brain is that fried and confused. Thank you so much. It was really special to spend some time with you. I'm sorry I wasn't more prepared. I'm getting there. So I fell on Friday night, sprained my ankle really bad, and it just kind of threw everything off kilter. All of my plans, all of my organizing, and that's actually how I ended up doing these little projects. I want to give a shout out, give credit where credit is due to Blueprint DIY, who was doing these with t-shirt yarn and reminded me of the magical element and getting back to just absolute basics. So let's get started. You can use whatever yarn, material, whatever you have. I happen to have rolls of fake suede. And so I cut two nice long pieces here. They're pretty close to the same length. And I have no idea how long they are, but they're really long. And that's to give me room to work with and get it as long as I want it and cut it off when I'm done. So here I'm doing two to do the square knot. I'm going to get it started, and then I'll show you how I did the braided one and talk about why not magic. So I grew up Catholic, and that's important only because, in Catholicism, you do things like pray the rosary and the rote prayers that are meditative and meant to heal and help. So really, how is that any different than sitting here and with every single knot I tie, putting intention in for someone I love or for a happy new year, building my business, whatever it is, it's no different. And I rarely will say that, magic is similar to prayers, but in this particular instance, I have to say that they are on point, and it's a throwback to my youth. So thank you, Mom. And, also doing crafts like this is something I did with my mother. We would sit together and knit by the hours and make beautiful things together. So it was time spent. And so for me, it's a very personal reminder of my ancestry, my family, taking me back to my roots and like the comfort of home. So square knot. I'm going to try and get this so you can see it. I'm doing as balanced as I can. I still can't do stairs a whole lot. So I'm sitting at my dining room table with all kinds of stuff behind me. Pardon my disaster. And I've got my camera balanced on top of a stack of books, on top of the butter dish, on top of a bucket that I made when I was in high school, on top of a book rack. So, bear with me. I'm I'm kind of jerry-rigging stuff today to get this out and spend some time with you. So, square knots. Let's see. Can we see this? I think we can see this fairly well. So we're going to start with one color on each side. And let's see. Oh, that'll go better over there. Okay, so we've got this like that. Okay, so it's just a bunch of threads everywhere. Once you get it started, it's far easier. So we're going to go the white one over one direction and the white one over the other direction. We're weaving. That's all we're doing is weaving. And then we're going to put this one over the top and through the second one and do the same on this side. And oh, it's hard to do this, hold it where you can see it, the whole 9 yards, but we'll get there just to give you an idea of what's going on here. So there we go. Now we're going to pull these all like as equally as possible. God, I can't see that. Here we go. I got to bring this down so I can actually look at it. Okay. Now, here we go. And so you're pulling everything as like an equal tightness so that you end up with a knot, a series of knots that looks like a square. That's why it's called a square knot. Okay, and that's just loop over, just like when you're weaving on a loom. I mean, we remember doing this stuff as kids. Most of us did. Here we go. We're going to go again. I'm going to do a few of these just to get it started, and have to concentrate a bit once you like to start, unless you do this stuff all the time. But then like you charge your materials that you're working with. And once you get into the rhythm, then every single knot that you're making is putting intention in. And it's that simple. So we're going to go over and under again. I wish I had a better way of showing you than this. I don't know how to show you better outside of like being right next to you. So I'm doing the best I can here. Hope you're getting the idea. And for those of you who are like knitters, crocheters, whatever, like this will come really simple. It's just, oh, come on, like pull. Okay, so like this one here didn't work. Don't know what happened. I do that kind of frequently. I'm new to doing these again too. So see, real life. Imperfections, and just keep going with the flow. And loop over. And I have no idea why that doesn't work sometimes. Like I've done everything right and it just doesn't want to cooperate. So I look at that as kind of like a test of patience, kind of like I've been running nonstop for several weeks now with all of this stuff that I'm doing, and I needed to just slow down. And I wasn't going to do it on my own. That's not how I operate. So what happened? I fell down and sprained my ankle, which forced me to stop. It forced me to stop and to meditate and to question why I'm rushing through everything and feel so pushed to do so much that it's okay to just take some time and relax. Not everything has to be done at once. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Oh God, here we go. I need to like not talk for a minute and do this knot. Cause yeah, like I'm starting to get frustrated. So here we go. Here's the human component of witchcraft. And I'm going to edit some of this out because it's boring, but you know, to show that like we're human, and even our best intentions don't always go the way we want to. And so slow down. And I think that's the whole purpose of Knot Magic for me, is slow down. Slow down, do the stitches, focus, put my intent, relax, allow the process to take over, and get into that rhythm. And I know lots of us find that with all kinds of different things we do. It's one of the reasons that art magic is so popular. It's a relaxation, it's a release, and at the end you have something pretty. And same with cooking, you know, it's like all of these different things. But for me, the meditative practice, I'm not meditating per se, but the slowing down and intentionally tying every single knot or knitting each stitch, following a crochet pattern, even if it's reached that point where it's mindless, which, you know, you get these started and it's mindless, but you're still putting your time and energy into it and you're focusing, because you can't do 5 things and do this. You're not actually capable. At least I'm not, and I multitask pretty well. I'm going to go and actually do this and allow you to soak in my intention here, which is slow down. Put your love, put your time into what you do, and allow yourself to make mistakes, to slow down and just tie those square knots. Have yourself a lovely day. Thanks for stopping by.